Hey guys, this is Nate Bazinski. I wanted to get on here and show you a couple of quick orchestration ideas for paradiddles and paradiddles. This is a cool idea that you can use for fills or drum solos, or using it for grooves, just anything you can think of. The basic idea is that you use two paradiddle diddles and then one paradiddle. What this does is it sets up a bion rhythm in the accents and also causes it to turn around to the left hand when you get around after the single paradiddle to the next paradiddle diddle. So this is something you could use as a repeating pattern back and forth, right to left again and again for like a solo or maybe a build-up section in a song, something like that. Or you could use it one time through and just create a really cool fill out of it. The basic pattern is two paradiddle diddles and a paradiddle, which would look like paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle. You'll notice that you start out on the right hand, but after you play the single paradiddle, you switch over to the left. So then the lead hand switches each time you go through the cycle. What this is really good for on a drum set is that you've got instruments on your right side and you've got instruments on your left side. You've got these sounds and you've got these sounds. And usually when you want to go to these sounds, you want to use your right hand because it would just be awkward trying to get over to the left. So experimenting with different stickings that can allow you to go to the right or go to the left is very, very useful if you want to explore the full range of sounds that you have. So this is a really good lick that you can get started with, especially if you're just looking for more ways to use paradiddles. Let's start by just listening to it on the snare drum so we get an idea of what the pattern sounds like. There's going to be two main variations to this. The first one is going to be a single accent on the first note of each group. So in other words, one accent at the beginning of each paradiddle diddle and one accent at the beginning of each paradiddle. And then we're going to put two accents on the first two notes of the paradiddles and paradiddle diddles. So then you're going to have paradiddle, paradiddle, or paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle. So the first thing we're going to do is move the accents over to the tom-toms. Keep in mind that I'm only going to be moving my right hand over to the floor tom since that's on my right side, and I'm only going to be moving my left hand over to the rack toms since they're on my left side, though you might occasionally see me access the second rack tom with my right hand since it is sort of in the middle, and I'm actually able to get to that tom with both of my hands. So after you get that down, you can start mixing it up between accents on the tom-toms and on the snare drum. This works whether you're doing a single accent variation or a double accent variation, and you can use either one of your hands for either one of those accents when you do that. on either the snare drum or the tom-tom. So you can change it up, go to snare tom or tom snare, doesn't matter. The fact is that you can mix it up as much as you want and really get creative with it. Another cool thing you can do with this is play the accents on the cymbals with the kick drum. Keep in mind the same rule about if cymbals on your right side, you should use your right hand for that, and if they're on your left side, you should use your left hand for that. The additional challenge is when you want to play the double accent variation, you'll have to play that double on the kick drum as well. So it might take some coordination and practice to get this one down, but it's something that is a lot of fun and creates a really cool visual effect as well. So once you get some of these variations down, you can start putting them together and create some really interesting combinations. That could be using the crash with a kick, using accents on the snare drums or accents on the toms on the right side or the left side, and you can create a lot of really interesting solo ideas. So here's a few examples of what that might sound like. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video, because I will be putting out more videos as time goes on. Check out NateZinskiDrums.com and sign up for the Monday Minute too. That's a weekly email publication where I give you advice about practicing, motivation, inspiration, stories from my own life, just anything that I can offer to you to help you as you're learning the drums. You can also check out the interpretive reading pack that I just released. If you're an intermediate drummer and you're looking for ways that you can develop your own ideas and practice being creative, then this is the perfect pack for you. Especially if you're lacking direction, you're not sure where to go, this is a skill that is used by all kinds of drummers all across genres, and it's something that I have been using for years to develop my own musical ideas. So be sure to check out the interpretive reading pack. You won't regret it. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you the next time.